Breaking it up. Okay, we are recording. And here, so I gotta try to like run this without fucking.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen. This is happening now. All right, I thought we were playing here. Play. This is happening now.
Uh-oh. Are we live?
I think we're alive.
Uh-oh.
We've got video. We've got audio. All right. How you feeling, Dave, by the way? You ready to do this shit?
I'm ready. I got me some coffee. I'm ready to go.
You got some Java?
Is that Trent Reznor?
Well, he's the one that like produced it, yeah.
Oh, that's not him singing.
No, it's not him singing. I mean, you should kind of know that by now. Ladies and gentlemen, Tasty Holes of the Unknown. Number 15, I believe.
Yep.
Sorry about the delay. Kind of felt like garbage yesterday, but, you know, went out and did my homework, took my medicine, and I feel a lot better now.
I was all thrown off, too, because of the holiday. I thought yesterday was Tuesday
Right.
until
And
about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm totally screwed up because of the holiday, and I believe more people are screwed up because of all the rain and shit we've been getting.
Yeah.
I mean, holy fuck, man, there's some storms out there. And you being an Uber driver, I mean, did you have to bring your canoe, or was business any better,
I
or
just
what?
stayed at home. I didn't feel like driving in the rain.
All
And
right.
good thing I didn't, because I use South Lamar all the time
Right.
instead of 35 or Mopac. That's my way to get north and south through the city.
Yeah.
It's my secret route.
Okay. Well, thank you once again for showing up. Thank you for clicking that button on the Tasting Network. I know Charlie Hodge appreciates it.
Yeah, thank you.
I know we appreciate it. Last week was kind of fun. We got to go to paintball karaoke, and you guys totally missed it if y'all didn't go. That was kind of a good time.
Yeah.
Drink
Drink specials.
specials, $2 beers, man. Something I haven't heard of in a long time.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Graham Central Station used to have like nickel beer night,
Nickel beer.
like on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
That
And,
sounds like trouble.
apparently to the TBC, to the TABC it was.
You know, they used to do that at baseball games,
Oh, do like dollar beer or
and they had to stop doing it because they caused riots. Like, literally,
especially when they ran out of beer and whatnot.
people were going crazy.
Well, I mean, Dad's got to get his drink on, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta. It's better than what stadium was it that they had the big beer and little beer? Was that up in Seattle at the? It's like they you paid extra for the big beer, and you got the short glass. And there's a YouTube video where the guy poured it into.
Oh, yeah.
And turn it's the same fucking
Yeah,
size.
yeah. It
Motherfuckers.
was just a taller glass.
Bunch of fucking crooks.
But it was thinner.
You know? Yeah. But yeah, welcome to we're gonna try this live. If you're listening to it audio wise, sure, fun. Keep doing that. What we want to do is give you guys the option, because especially like this show today, it's kind of like a radio visual kind of deal. We can only show you so much. It's better just to go ahead and just put it up on the screen. And if you like this format, great. We're still kind of tweaking it. I know I'm trying to run like 2 jobs here
Yeah.
and talk. So if you see me like,
I'm a little nervous because
I know. Here we are on
I got
the
into
camera.
radio because I didn't want people to see my face. And
I know, and just
Here they are
and
looking
just
at
look at
my
that
face.
mug. I mean, just look at that face.
Oh.
There he is. There is Noel, everybody.
Hi.
The powerhouse. I am John. But yeah, very interesting week. It was kind of weird going to basically the paintball karaoke because, well, it was cool to meet fans.
Yeah.
We actually got to meet.
Met one fan who said he really loves us, named Nat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nat, for listening. Me and that guy actually got married in the same place.
Really?
Not on the same day, but
Oh, just same like.
same
well-
venue.
Well, I'm sure there's only like so many venues you can go to.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. It's good.
But it's cool because it's Tommy Shannon's old home
Yeah.
from Double Trouble.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool to. And I'm a huge Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, so
I like it,
anything
yeah.
connected to Stevie Ray Vaughan is like, oh, this is awesome.
Right.
I was like, I bet Stevie Ray Vaughan was standing here at one point, just talking to Tommy Shannon. I was like, I bet he used his toilet right here.
And did he?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, Nat, thanks for hanging out,
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
fucking chilling. And there's a few other ones out there too we got to meet.
And Nat gave us some very good information for us to use in the future. that He is willing to pay for this show.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would ever pay a dime for this show.
I
but
don't know. I think they just want to see. I'm just going to hear dick with this video thing until we get it right. I think people are just interested. It's fun conversation, and they know that internet-wise, there's no money in this shit. We kind of do it for fun and for hobby, but what we did was, like I said, I took a credit card loan out to buy some equipment just to kind of up our game a little bit, just to kind of
Smart move.
just to have, yeah, that's right. Do a business on absolute speculation.
Opening a credit card.
Exactly. High interest. I think it's 24%. But fuck it, man. It's the only way to get shit done around here. And we'll see if we can kind of catch us on. Maybe even Charlie might get the bug.
Yeah.
And get Big Brother into his house.
Big Brother?
Big Brother. Well, apparently, it's who's watching these things. Big Brother through his cameras and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's all.
So
that's
now,
all people watching.
and I'm so paranoid. I actually unplug them now because I'm like, just in case, because I've read those hacks where people can turn them on without you knowing that after on just watch you. But I don't know what they're going to be watching now. It's just going to be me sitting watching TV, scratching my ass. So.
And who doesn't want to see that?
Who doesn't want to watch that? So, but yeah, Tasty Holes of Unknown 15. Yeah, it was weird that the whole paintball thing, because it was, I guess, KLBJ showed up.
Yeah,
and we never got the story from Charlie about that. And for you guys that don't know, there's a little, what was it, Bad Blood? Well, hell,
I don't think it was Bad Blood.
Well, hell, even Chicken Wing was there, and it was a bit weird for those because
I mean, it's not like Charlie was fired for Matt Bearden.
No,
Charlie left and did his own thing.
Right.
They had to replace him with somebody.
Yeah.
It just happened to be Matt Bearden.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Matt's fault, but even
Matt
Matt
like an ultimatum for either one of them.
But like Bearden looked like he was a little bit out of place. He was kind of like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like he's there doing his time, but he even knew it was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's a weird situation.
Yeah.
You know? It's still weird for everybody.
Yeah.
And he knows who the audience is, and Charlie knows who the audience is, but it was just kind of. And I used to work for you guys, so it's kind of like, what the fuck are you guys doing here?
Yeah.
Fuck it, this is Charlie's thing, yo. You know, thanks for coming, but we can drum up our own support.
Yeah.
We've got our own advertisers. You know,
Yeah.
I think we're doing just fine.
It's like, can't y'all book this place for another night?
Exactly. So, but yeah, it was a good time though. Lots of people getting shot. I think it depends on the alcohol content and how late you stay.
Yeah.
Is what makes a song better. And how it's interpreted, because I've heard some songs that probably should not have passed on the first round. A little bit of controversy there, but they were able to like slide through anyways, just because.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you, like I would.
It's all about stage presence, folks.
I would probably vote no on somebody just based on song choice.
Oh, so like first Creed song.
Because I don't want to hear honey butter, honey cup song. What is that song?
Buttercup,
Sugar pie,
or a pick me up. Yeah, I think they gave that guy about 2 lines.
Love you.
And he gave him about 2 lines, and then they.
Yeah, I would have shot him before.
Why do you build me up? Pop, pop, pop.
Like, I would have shot him. I just don't want to hear that song for the millionth time.
Judges were not dicking around. They were
serious.
Around. But it looks like everyone had a good time though. And then there is some controversy. I somehow walked away with the Coors Light guitar.
Yeah.
And awesome case, by the way. It's a nice case.
How's the guitar?
It's a guitar.
I wonder how much it's worth at a pawn shop.
Well, it's limited edition. It's got Cures on it.
Yeah.
And it's got South by Southwest on it. I don't know. It might make it. Kind of like depends on like where you're from. But it was kind of a fun win because I brought it home. My wife now she's all back into guitar now all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. And I play bass, which means I really don't know how to play guitar because bass is the easiest instrument to ever learn. It's easy. Mm-hmm. And the guitar, you actually have to play notes and whatnot. You know.
Yeah, it's a little
bass. Bass is just pretty much power chords and
more strings.
Exactly. And a real bass player can't handle that shit. So, but yeah, it was a good time. It's good being out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna see how this Veal thing works.
Hey, I got an email.
You got emails? Let's open up the emails.
I got an email this week. I can't be for sure, but I think they did not mean to send us this email.
Okay.
My first clue is the very first sentence says, "Hi, Westfall family." Hi, Westfall family. I don't know who Westfall family is. I don't know who that. But she goes on and says, "My name is blankety blank." I don't want to give her full name.
All right.
And I am 15 years old. I have an 18-year-old reigning quarter horse named Magic, and I love him to pieces.
Oh, ponies. She's got ponies.
I've been with Magic for about 1.5 years now, but every time I take him to a reining show, I don't even know what a reining show is. I'm so lost already in this email.
Keep going. Keep going.
Even if it's a small potluck at our home arena, he loses his cool. He tenses and bolts to the entire pattern, utterly anxious and upset. When we are riding at home, me, Magic, and sometimes my trainer Abby, he is a very talented reiner and all-around happy horse. He showed in his younger years and did very well. Do you think he is just done with showing? I love him so much and don't want to move on to another horse, but I also don't want to put him through something that makes him upset. Do you have any suggestions or any ideas about how to help my horse be happy and calm at shows? Thank you for your time and please answer back. P.S. I started reining after seeing your brideless ride with Roxy. Thank you for your inspiration. Is that a porn?
I believe so. I believe it's right under Tasty Holes of the Unknown.
Brideless ride with Roxy.
It's number 5 on the search engine.
That.
So yeah, why not? Listen, I guess to help her out, you can
Do you have
send
any
her.
advice for her?
There's a good ranch around town. It's called St. Elmer's.
You actually have advice. Wow.
St. Elmer's Ranch. You can bring the horse there. They'll be sure to take care of it.
I'll put a nice bullet in its head.
Well, yeah, because a horse is nothing more than bad news on both ends and mischief in the middle.
And you'll get a nice
I'm not a
bottle
big
of
horse-
glue afterwards.
Yes, St. Elmer's Ranch. You know how many people have gotten with that? Oh my god.
Oh, I just got your joke. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just now
I was a little
got it.
behind St.
Oh
Elmer's.
shit, there we go.
I thought that was actually
See?
a horse ranch.
Yes. Yes,
I got you.
Yes, a cool bit. Okay, cool. Well, that's
By the way,
odd,
please do not shoot your horse in the head.
But like when you're typing in, like maybe she had the history saved on there, or maybe her parents listen to the show. And
I can't imagine a 15-year-old girl who rides horses also listens to this show.
Right, because to have that kind of money, you got to have some class, right? Or
Yeah, we obviously don't have that.
No.
Either one of those, class or money.
right, because I can't even win at horse in basketball. Like I can get to the whore part, and
Just
then
play pig.
and then I can never close on the S and the E.
Pig's easier.
Pig, yeah.
Just 3 letters.
Pig or just suck. All right, well, cool. I got one from Mr. Samuel Douglas.
Is this an actual email or?
This is an actual email.
Okay.
It's not to a horse. It's like, hey, really enjoy the podcast. I'm originally from Austin, but I have been overseas a while because I'm an active duty military. The
Right on.
podcast gives me a little taste of home. Recently, heard y'all talk a lot about Alex Jones. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't believe everything he says is true, and I know he makes money off of people's fears, but at the same time, everything he reports isn't bullshit. Seems to me when I listen to y'all, Bigfoot, Nessie, aliens, and supernatural entities may all be possible, but the notion of a government conspiracy which empowers Big Brother and weakens the people is completely out the window. I'm not saying the Fed is trying to throw us all in camps, but they certainly are seeing how much of the Constitution they can get rid of before the people flip out. Anyways, big fan, love the show. Thanks, guys. And thank you, Sam, because first of all, I like this kind of format because we're not getting the one-sided, angry, that's it. It's a discussion.
Yeah.
And that I really dig, and that I do appreciate from Sam. And I don't know where you're you didn't give me who you're serving with. Like, are you with the Navy? Are you with the Army? Are you in the shit sandbox?
Greenpeace.
Or are you kicking back in Korea or Japan? Which, if you're in Korea or Japan right now, just fucking stay there. You're not going to like Austin anymore. Just wherever you're at, stay there. Because Austin, I think I saw about 8 giant skyscraper cranes kind of going up.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, they're all
What
for
the
the medical center or the medical school.
all that's for all of it, all
Pretty
20
much.
miles of it spread out. So yeah,
It's
when
a
you,
huge place.
so when you come back, I guess you're getting a huge medical center. The lake is starting to fill up. I think we've got about 20 feet. We can get a lot of rain. But yeah, if you're overseas, stay overseas. It's much nicer. It's something I should know when I serve. And thank you for being part of the. Well, actually, fuck that. Not thank you. Welcome to the 7% club. You're part of a fraternity that, despite everyone talking about how patriotic they are, you are of the elite few.
What's the 7%?
7% is all those that have actually served. That includes Vietnam vets, World War II. That's everyone that served that's still alive today, according to
Okay.
the VA. It's about 7%, give or take. Now, next 10 years, it's supposed to increase a little bit, but the actual active duty people is, I believe, is about 0.5%
Wow.
of the population. So that's not a lot of soldiers, and it kind of leads me into he does make a good point. I think we did kind of give Alex Jones a hard time. I think it's because of our backgrounds. We used to air his show
Yeah.
a lot, and I do respect Alex Jones for the fact that he started at our station,
Yeah, I mean, he's a local guy who
He's a local guy, and the station couldn't fucking handle him. It's like they didn't want to give him the fucking money.
climbed his way to the top.
Climbed his way to the top. He outgrew them, and he went out and he said, "Fuck you guys, I'm going to do my own shit." I respect that. I do fucking dig that. A lot of stuff he brings up, yeah, there's some basis to it. There's some fact to it. It's when he kind of started becoming. It just seems lately he became kind of like the caricature of. Is that the right word to use?
Yeah.
Almost like a cartoon of himself.
Yeah.
To where he kind of steps himself in a hole, especially after the Boston Marathon bombing. I think that's when he really kind of, well fuck it, let's just go, and let's just roll with it.
Yeah.
Now, there is some theory that maybe he's part of a secret network to debunk conspiracy theorists. I don't know if you heard about this one.
Wow, it's like getting.
Yeah, let's.
Deeper and
Now,
deeper.
I have taken notes. You're
Is that
going
what
to
you
see
call meta or meta?
Meta. Yeah, so you guys are going to see me cheat here just a little bit. But let's see what we got here. But yeah, this is from Above Top Secret, and it claims that a video from his secret ex-wife. And she had a video up on YouTube that his real name was Alexander Christian Lafayette. And he's part of Operation Mockingbird.
Whoa.
Which, I mean, I guess any...
This is a video on YouTube?
it was, yeah.
It's been removed?
And it's been removed.
Huh.
But what's up with that? You know, like maybe...
That's interesting. I never heard that.
So he makes it sound... Well, because sometimes when he goes on some of these shows, especially like MSNBC and whatnot, he acts up way more than he is in real life. Now, I do know a producer that like worked with him and said he was kind of a dick at times when he doesn't get his way, but that's also show business. I mean, I've seen a guy kick a copying machine to fucking death just because it was booting up not fast enough for him, you know. Love you, Kenny.
I was gonna say,
but quick kicking that goddamn the machine did nothing to you, you know.
nor did the trash can.
Nor did a trash can. Holy shit! If you guys behind the curtain, if y'all watch radio people, it's fucking insane. It's kind of fun to watch. But no, I'm not saying that shit doesn't happen. I just our biggest thing is I don't think that there's a cabal out there. I think a lot of people want to believe that there's Hydra or Cobra or some kind of secret society with like the New World Order thing. First of all, with Alex Jones, I think it's too easy to go to that extreme. It's too easy to blame shit on a few people. And I don't believe the Fed's out kind of to get us. Like I said, that's why I brought up the whole active military thing. I don't think even Sam even believes that either. They're not going to come get your guns because there's just not enough people.
Yeah.
And we got social media now to where we let that shit out. As soon as this stuff started happening, like in New York, we would know about it instantly.
Yeah.
Now Google is owned pretty much by the government, so I guess if they want to just hit the giant button, they could turn us off.
Yeah.
And just shut us down through the internet. We would be fucked that way. But I don't think it would happen that way. I think it's already happened that we just don't know it. And this is from my heart. We've let cameras in our house. I don't think it's the few. I think it's just not so much Big Brother kind of like invading us. I think it's big business. I think pretty much we're kind of like on a downfall. I think capitalism's kind of gotten out of hand. I think in the 80s it was kind of in control, but that kind of skyrocketed us. It's like we bitch about jobs, but it's these corporations that send the jobs overseas anyways.
Yeah.
Because we buy cheap shit. That's just what you do, and it kind of starts that spiral. And I just think that everyone that lobbies, you got to have money for it. So it kind of comes down to like the bankers and big corporations. And to me, that's the cabal. That's right in front of our face, you know. It's Ronald McDonald that's kind of pulling all the strings, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's an easy target, although I did find an article that McDonald's is actually losing money.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of getting tired of the...
I think the article was like they're tired of reporting their quarterly earnings, so they're just going to stop showing that to the public.
Right.
Which
and
is
they,
never a good sign.
Well, it comes at a time when the same people that bitch about people that... It's like there's a lot of people that bitch about minimum wage. And they ask for a raise. And, oh, no, fuck that. You're a cook. Stay a cook. But if the company's making just hand over fist, what's wrong with giving some extra bucks here and there? Why do you have to let the government tell you what to fucking do? Just do the right thing. And I think the capitalism, when it was Ma and Pa, when it first started out, I think it was great. I mean, it does innovate. But now we got so many patent trolls. We got so much business. These corporations, they just get in there and they fuck it up for like the little guy. They kind of sweat everybody out. There's no innovation.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. I don't think it's the Illuminati. I don't think it's Big Brother. I think it's just basic greed is what's ruining this country.
Yeah.
And can we share the wealth? I mean, if you go out and work for it, yeah, you fucking earned it. But I don't know why a company that's built from the ground up with Ma and Pa, they turn it over to like a CEO, and then all of a sudden they just give them millions just for being a CEO.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Whereas the people that break their back for your company, they get fucked. Now, should you be uncomfortable to like be motivated? Sure. I mean, to me, that's what pushes people. If you're making $8 an hour and you hate your life, go out, go get an education if you can, or go find another job, network, and kind of go from there. But a lot of us don't have that circumstance. A lot of us can't learn, you know?
Yeah.
I know I'm a dumb motherfucker. Yeah, hell, I'm not even like employed right now. So I'm trying to like
I'm not either.
I can't even keep a job. So I'm kind of in that same boat where I don't know what to do. And I have a thing about colleges. I don't know why you need a degree just to go anywhere.
And now introducing our new sponsor, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Go there and try their brand new ketchup.
And Art Institute of Austin, where our degree means nothing to nobody. We're accredited, quote unquote. There we go. So, wait. Yeah, that's right. You can actually see the air quotes now, quote unquote. So, but I mean, that's just my 2 cents. Samuel, thank you. I mean, it's a well-written email. I think I get kind of jaded because we've taken Alex Jones calls, especially when it comes up to when he brings up gun control. And it's not, for you guys that believe in it, you know, that's fine. We do have rights. I don't think anything's going to change anytime soon. But we get the extreme, and I think I get kind of jaded, where we get the callers that sound like they have no teeth.
Yeah.
That are, I don't know where the fuck they come from, but then they call each other. So within about 20 minutes, you get the same phone call with the same, you know, fight, you know, with the same complaint.
Yeah, and they yell at me.
And they yell at us, and we're not even, you know,
They yell at me after they took him off the air. I had nothing to do with it.
Right. And he went off the air because I believe someone wanted to buy out his time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to complain to anybody, complain about the company to MS for selling the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because we got to sell homes. We got to sell fake retirement plans for people. We got to sell bullshit to people, you know, false dreams because you didn't invest. Oh, but trust us to invest. Yeah, we'll see how that fucking works out, you know. I guess I'm a little jaded too because I saved up. I believed in a whole Wall Street thing. I had a nice 401k thing. And then 2008 hit, and I've watched $60,000 just gone, just like that. Mm-hmm. And that blew me away without no one could do anything about it. To me, that's the cabal. It's the banking and it's business. It's greed. Yeah. So, and Sam, like I said, we do appreciate your email. Thank you for hanging out and listening to us. Like I said, if you ever want to talk about Austin, we'll talk about Austin like all day. Yeah. But that's kind of where we're coming from. We kind of rag on Alex because he does.
Just real quickly, my thoughts on Alex Jones. The last few years, the problem I've had with Alex Jones is that he seems to have become more political in his thinkings and what he says. It's like he's pandering towards a certain group. And it seems like mostly it's the conservative right-wing people he's trying to pander to.
Yeah.
Because I think he's realized that they have the money.
Well, I mean, I miss conservatives because I was all about Reaganomics back in the day. To me, the Republican name has changed. I'm all about saving money. I think most of us are.
Yeah.
It's when you go to the extreme of it where it's screw the poor, they're stealing all your money. They're here to take our guns. He's going to the extreme. I think he's pandering, kind of like just like what you said.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I just think he's found who has the money, and he's putting his message to those people. Yeah, because they buy his products. You know, whatever he's selling, the water or the storm shelters, whatever it is he's trying to sell.
Yeah. And guys out there, I wouldn't worry about the Constitution too much. Guys should do some reading. I was kind of like, well, I wonder how much this thing's been changed. Mm-hmm. You know, because we got our top 10. You know, we got the Big Ten. We got the Bill of Rights, which everyone should read at least once. So we just kind of glance it over. Yeah. Because there's some things that you just kind of forget. You're like, oh, fuck, I didn't know about that one. You know. But let's see. Well, it's only been changed on top of those top 10. It's only been amended about 17 times. Mm-hmm. For since 1781.
And we were talking like 2 of those cancel each other out, so they don't really count.
So I got an alcohol thing, which I looked it up, and I forgot it right again.
Which amendment it is?
Yes.
Oh,
then that's one I got
because it doesn't exist anymore.
Because that's one I got the F on. Well, I got that F, and I'll never forget that fucking football player. Anyways, let's see. Let's do this here.
Football. What are you talking about?
Oh, I told you that story. I was in an honors class, and I failed it because I got my amendments backwards.
Oh, okay.
And the guy behind me, it was like easy test for everybody. I failed it because I got the numbers wrong. Everything was right about it, but the numbers were wrong. And he just sat behind me. I remember him just, man, you got to be a dumb motherfucker to fail this test. And I felt it hard. I got like, and he was just, I think he overheard him, but he just stared at me. He's like, you know what you did wrong, right? I'm like, yeah, but he was like a college teacher teaching high school. So there's like no forgiveness.
You
There's
shouldn't
no,
even be quizzed on which amendment prohibition was because it doesn't even exist anymore.
That's honors history. And that's why, that's why I knew I sucked. And then he found out that my parents didn't help me with any of my homework. So he kind of like felt bad after a while. I was like, oh, you're doing this on your own? I'm like, yeah, my parents are stupid. So I'm kind of doing, this is what I got, you
Give me
know?
extra credit.
Oh, man, you should
Bonus
have.
question.
But yeah, it's been changed only 17 times.
Uh-huh.
Because you got 27 of them total. Now, there's some that have just kind of fizzled away. There's some that were supposed to go into law, and he just kind of like went away. But and here's the deal. There's been at least 11,500 pretty much propositions to change it over the last couple hundred years. That averages about 200 per year.
I think half of those involve gay marriage too, right?
Probably, I guess, man. That's the hot topic. Boy, I'm sure they go back and forth on that. Or what? And some of the amendments are stupid. Like one's about when you vote yourself a pay raise, you're not going to get it. Like the next guy's going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's amendments like that. Or on Monday is when we show up, and then we close out on Thursday.
Yeah, it's
There's
amendments
actual
that
amendments. It's
don't
amendments
really affect
just
the
to get
common man.
Just to get these fat asses in, to do their fucking job that we elected them for. But yeah, there's about 200 that go through. I just think it's amazing that out of 11,500, only 17 have like survived. So that's why I don't worry about the gun control. I don't worry about now. It does depend on the state though. Then you get to that other level. But as far as the Fed goes, as far as the big fear from like the government, I just don't fear it that much because they're crooked as is. You're not going to win that fight, but they're not. That's why I don't think that anything's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
I would say it would take like a revolution, but we're a republic, not a democracy. So.
I just don't think the government's going to murder us or put us into camps because they need us.
Right, to keep working and Facebooking.
If anything, we'll be
staying asleep.
slaves to them.
Yeah, and we kind of are now, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my 2 cents on it. I mean, but yeah, that's why we bag on Alex because it's kind of fun too. And fucking why not?
I think we do a lot of it too, just kind of in.
And we're kind of jealous because he's done everything right. I don't respect him as a businessman, but let's just call it as it is. He's an entertainer, not the fucking prophet.
Yeah, you shouldn't be using him as your main news source.
Yes. Well, yeah. Kind of like when we talked about the Kool-Aid. Just don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Ask about what's in it first.
I mean, listen to what he says if you want, but be sure to double and triple check what he's saying.
Okay, you said you got some news, right? Or you got some weird videos and shit?
Yeah, I found some videos. I've been holding on to them for a while. I thought we could drop them in here real quick.
Okay, let me do this real quick.
This first one.
Do you have the email for it, or
no,
just want to talk about
it? You can just go to YouTube.
Okay.
And this was a guy who supposedly captured a ghost on his Xbox Kinect.
Okay.
So I would just search for like Xbox One Ghost Kinect or something like that.
Okay, but it's not from that movie, right? Because I know they...
No, it's not from a movie or anything.
Okay. Is it Unexplained Xbox One Kinect?
Yeah, that one there.
Okay. All right. Let's see. And we'll probably get an ad here. You want to play... Let's play the 1 minute one, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one that shows the good stuff.
Okay. And we'll let the fucking commercial play.
You can actually skip ahead to like the 20-second mark because what he did was he just recorded his Xbox home screen.
What was it, like the infrared shit, or because I know they do that cool dot thing, right? And that's
you can switch it between different modes, and you can kind of just.
Is there any audio in this, or
just from the Xbox?
Apparently there is. Okay.
Yeah. So what he's doing is going to his Kinect settings, and I guess I don't have a Kinect, so I don't know what he's doing exactly, but you can change what you see when a Kinect is connected. So watch as he changes the camera settings.
Oh my god, there's a shadow. But it's cut off on the bottom now. Isn't it kind of weird? Or is that just the light's not hitting it?
Now it's gone. So he went to like, I don't know if it's an infrared view or whatever.
That looks like infrared, and then it is gone. Okay, so let me go back to the. That's kind of freaky. See, the problem about this show is that a lot of times I'm looking at stuff at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And Nathan, like I said, I'm not scared around you, but Make me kind of nervous. What the fuck? You sure it's not the reflection of this kind of going over?
I mean, because it looks like it's standing, right? And then it doesn't just go off camera. It just kind of disappears.
Right.
You got to go back more if you want to see it again.
Yeah, did he know about it before? Like, how's he know that's there? Or was he dicking around before?
I think he was just like testing his camera out or something.
But he's not reacting to it weird enough.
He turns and he's like, what was that?
Oh, okay.
It's almost like he hears something or he sees it on his screen.
Yeah, okay, so he sees it, but there's no jump. Like, he's not, I don't know. And why would you look back if it's in the dark anyways? Or I guess it's to see if there's anything. I don't know.
Well, it's light outside. It's just the infrared view makes it look like it's dark.
And is that real thermal that it sees, or is it just like an effect to make it look thermal?
I don't know. Yeah, but you see, it's like daylight there.
I don't know. My thing is that it's cut off. It's pretty good fun. I mean, it's fucking freaky though, man. It's that right there.
Yeah. And then it just disappears. So, I mean, who knows what it is? I mean, there's that link there that says "This Explained," but I don't know if you want to watch that.
No, I don't want to explain shit.
We'll just leave it at that.
What's the point of that? And then what else you got?
There was a video of try searching just strange sounds in Canada. You'll get a Rush song.
It's
I'm
not
sure.
the McKinsey brothers.
No.
I know it's an old one. Terrace,
Yeah,
Conklin,
Terrace.
Terrace.
Yeah, play that one.
Let's do it.
Why not?
We're gonna play it with an ad.
Now, this is something that I've seen a lot of videos of like a sound like this.
Right.
And you pointed it out that it sounds like the sound from that movie Red State.
Yeah. Well, have you seen that scene yet? Whatever. When they
No.
thought it was the coming of the angels, and it was someone playing it through the iPod, through the emergency warning speakers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like fucking around with the church guys, whatever. But it sounds like a trumpet, probably amplified, but
So this actually has a phrase now. It's called a skyquake.
skyquake.
But it has been proven that most of the videos are fake.
Okay.
But there are a few that are claimed to be real, and audio experts have analyzed them and said they're real. And I think this is one that they determined was real. So obviously a very creepy sound to
Right.
hear coming out from the sky, presumably.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of videos on YouTube of these kinds of sounds from around the world. But like I said, it has been confirmed that most of them are fake. They just take the sound straight from the movie.
I'm trying to think of like what a skyquake would be. Like would it be like an? I guess there's no earthquake going on. Like I figured it'd be like something moving. Like, but I don't think rocks grind like that.
Yeah, I don't.
Like if it's
I don't
iron
know.
plate, maybe doing it. But then we would have known about it for a long time. Like it
Yeah.
would have been
It wouldn't have just been recent.
right.
But yeah, I played that because there was an article I read recently that there's been a lot of. I guess it's been increasing the noises lately, and
Okay.
there's an article about it. But anyway, that's one that they have determined is real,
Okay.
and it's just kind of a creepy sound. There's really no explanation for it.
Yeah. I don't know. Besides people fucking around, kind of like the iPod hooked up to the bullhorn or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
I mean,
Or just a really bad trumpet player, you know.
there could be an explanation out there, but I haven't seen one yet that has been a solid explanation as to what it is. So if you can think of anything of what it might be, or have an article that we can read that explains all these sounds,
Yes.
please let us know, because we don't want to misinform people if we're telling them something that's been explained.
Well, then we should have done it from like show one.
Well, I mean,
we totally should have done it from like show one.
if there's ever a
if we're
chance to correct us, please feel free to do so.
I'm sure we'll. I can't wait till like if we do get bigger, it'll just be Episode 2, this is what you did everything wrong.
Our show will be ruined.
Episode 3, and
because-
then Charlie's gonna look and is like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
We're
you
gonna have
know?
to vet things more closely,
Yeah.
which I don't want to do. So
And then it starts getting serious. I don't want
Yeah.
to get serious. Okay. I know you had your topic. You want to talk about HARP.
no, we don't. I don't know anything about it, but I just thought it'd be funny with with the one.
With the whole Skyquake thing kind of going on, I can kind of see that. But
That
what
is one explanation, by the way, that I read is that it's HARP.
right. Well, what I want to do is kind of bring out. I know one of our fans kind of suggested. I believe it was David Bradley, if I'm not mistaken, brought out. Was like, hey, why don't you guys do like strange photos of like space,
Yeah,
weird shit, you know? And yeah, we can do that. That's what I want
we've
to
got
do.
cameras now. And
They've got cameras
set up for
now,
this.
and what we'll do, we'll go ahead and just, if you guys are watching this, we'll just do that and send it over. Okay, this is Ceres, which Ceres is what, between, let's see, Mercury and Jupiter now, right before you get to the asteroid belt? I'm still kind of new to this because I'm kind of used to the old
Oh.
science of things.
this is the picture I brought in a couple months ago.
Right, and it's not digitized very well when I zoomed it in, but it's it's Ceres. It's those weird lights, and they think it might be gas flumes, like it's ice and the sun hits it and it kind of shoots up.
Okay.
But yeah, I always thought it was kind of like a weird photo.
I'm not a scientist, so I don't know what that means.
And you'll just go ahead and just like shake your head going, oh yeah,
I'm just gonna assume they're spotlights
right. Well,
from a Martian creature.
and you should, because you never know. You never fucking know, man. You never know. But
Well, that's a cool picture.
I was trying to do another
And-
thing here. I'm gonna do.
You crop that out of something.
Well, I just took the photo. That's all I did. So I just stole it. I just stole it fair and square. And let me get to.
Whoa.
Yeah, give me just a sec here. Oh,
I mean, you're like working on a project over there,
well, I'm trying to get to the moon. I forgot how to switch this thing to the fucking
trying to
moon.
get to the moon.
Trying to get to the moon.
Oh, by the
And,
way, I saw an article. This is completely unrelated, other than the moon. There was a couple arrested in Florida recently because they were selling real estate on the moon.
well, is it like that buy a star thing? Is it the same kind of?
I guess so, but some people actually bought it.
What?
They bought property on the moon. I don't know how you do that.
Well, I guess like now's the time to kind of get in there, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, if you're going to do it,
It's hot right now. So
yeah, hot moon property.
these people were arrested, obviously, for
Okay. Sure, because I was going to show you. Let's see. We got this weird fucking photo. This is Mercury. This is the hollows of Mercury, and you can't even fucking see that right now. Let me.
I can see it.
Oh, you can see it on your screen, or like,
I'm
like
just
over
looking
here?
over there.
Okay, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Why it won't? Oh, because I don't have it dragged on the desktop. So we're going to do something a little bit different. That's right. You can't quite see it because we got like two TVs here. But yeah, this is the things of Mercury. They're actually hollows. A lot of times people think Mercury is just this dead planet. And what they think is there's actually maybe water or ice somehow on Mercury.
Yeah.
And it forms these little caves. And
Yeah.
that's what's kind of like coming out of them. It's kind
They
of a
look
weird
blue,
thing. Right.
bluish. Is that water?
It's not water. It's just, I think it's just how the camera kind of picks it up.
Diamonds?
Actually, funny thing is that they did find a diamond planet. There's a diamond planet out there. It's twice the size of Earth,
Jared bought it.
and about a third of it, no, I think 2/3 of it is actual carbon diamond. They think it used to be a sun, and there's another sun that kind of sucked out all the energy out of it. So all you have is a carbon, and because it's the size of the sun, it compressed on itself and became its own diamond.
Wow. I was thinking
So it got like a diamond planet out there.
we should claim that planet. But then that would drive diamond prices way down
Good.
because the
We don't need the
quality-
fucking Zales
the
family out
quantity
there.
is through the roof all of a sudden.
We don't need those blood diamonds anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not worth that much anyways, you know. So, but yeah. So that's the strange picture of Mercury. Let's see what we got here. We got Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
Always a strange photo. And let's go to let's do a little tour here. Okay, where's the weird thing I found about Venus? There you go. This supposedly was taken from.
So we're just going past Freddie Mercury just like that?
Yes. Well, I mean, what's there to say, man? He
Nothing
was,
weird about him?
well, yeah.
They're making a movie about him, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
Who do they got playing for him?
Well, initially it was Sacha Baron Cohen. And then I think for some reason he backed out. I think he may be back in though. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I think they're still making a movie with or without Sacha Baron Cohen. Of course, from Borat fame
Right.
and Ollie G. And
Huh.
he looks just like him too. If you ever look at him,
Yeah.
not in all his makeup and everything,
Okay.
he kind of looks like Freddie Mercury. So it would be perfect for the role, and he's British as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's still on the movie.
Well, I like to kind of see it. Like, hopefully, he does like a serious job. I'd kind of like to see him do serious shit.
Yeah.
And I would go see a Freddie Mercury movie because I think that guy was larger than life.
Yeah.
And Queen is awesome. I still think it's one of the like top. It's in my top 10 bands. But
Yeah.
then but then I like weird shit. I'm also a Bowie fan too, so I like kind of the weird kind of,
About Boy George.
the weird rock. I like his story. I like the Crying Game song because it's catchy. But I got tired of they just played him to death. That's all. MTV fucking killed Boy George. But he does have some songs though, especially like Karma Chameleon. It's a song about him getting dumped, and his boyfriend just used him for shit. And if you listen to words of the song, it's like, man, what a fucked up song. What
Yeah.
a sad guy, it's really a sad song when you there's a lot of songs out there that just like you. All right, it's a happy song. You listen to words and you're like, oh, this is kind of a fucked up song. This is kind of depressing,
Yeah.
kind of like Pumped Up Kicks. It's about shooting people, right? I mean, it's right, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I guess
just heard that today. I heard that song today.
All right, and speaking of weird shit on Venus, I found that is I forgot what her name was, but her first name's Venus.
That is weird.
And she's a living doll. She just turned 18 not too long ago. She still has a kid face,
You showed me that picture of her. I thought it was a doll.
like an anime or something like that. Yeah, and I don't know if she does the contacts make her eyes look big, but it's just one of those freaky kind of.
It's like that woman who wants to become Barbie.
Yeah.
She saw, or the two twins who want to look like Ken.
Well, I mean, like, would you?
Would you? Oh, that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's like half plastic.
Well, I mean, so you wouldn't fuck a Barbie doll,
No, would you?
or a robot? Would you fuck a robot?
Like, how robotic are we talking?
Have you seen Ex Machina yet? Have you seen Ex Machina?
No.
Okay, I've got a copy of it. I'll let you borrow it. It's
Okay.
fucking weird, but it's about like hot robot
I heard it's
chicks.
good.
Yeah, it's about hot robot chicks, and it's one of those like
Robot nudity? Is there robot sex?
there's robot nudity,
Ooh.
but it's kind of weird because it's a robot.
Must
but
be a
then it's-
first.
Yeah, but you figure out like what they're made out, and you're like, it's kind of creepy. I know. There's good movie though. It's like good sci-fi.
Okay.
Like for a fact, it's not a spectacle. It's more of a just thought provoking more than anything else. More
Yeah.
of like a character piece. Anyways, moving on from Venus, weird ass Venus. Let's go ahead and go Mars. There we go, and we'll just get that up for you.
Whoa.
There we go. We've got
Bigfoot
the man himself.
dancing or something.
Yeah, you got fucking Bigfoot there. There you go. No, because I know how much you love Bigfoot, and
Yeah.
I'd figure I would throw him up there for you.
And you talking about me or?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, there he is.
I don't know if that's a rock or if that's Photoshop. I think it's just a weird ass
The red
formation.
circle seems out of place.
Definitely out of place.
Oh, that's someone just.
right.
Oh, they're trying to draw my attention to the Bigfoot creature.
Yes, as if you don't need, like, if you had it not there,
There's not a red circle around him.
you would see. I mean, it's not like you wouldn't see it.
Yeah,
So there he is. So there's the giant,
cutting a rug.
weird Bigfoot guy.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's not Bigfoot.
Okay, so what do you think it is then?
Either a shadow or a rock formation,
Okay, I'll go with rock
Or-
formation,
or it's an alien.
or it's an alien.
An
It's
alien Bigfoot.
It just looks so out of place though. It's only something about like the feathering just doesn't look. I don't know. It just looks like it
Oh,
kind
there
of
you go
floats
again
there.
with the feathering.
Sorry.
I mean, that's
Sorry.
good because that's stuff I would completely overlook because I don't know anything about it.
All right, what do we got? We got the Mars rover making a dick pic, except that one's a classic. Really, NASA?
Oh, did they really do that?
Really, JPL? I mean, do we have to be so fucking human? It's just one of those deals where it's like, no matter where we go, we got to leave our trash, and we got to sit there and just draw a cock on Mars. Yeah, you can
It's
see
like
the.
us marking our territory.
Well, yeah. See, there's the head, and then there's. I mean, that's something that my nephew would draw. I mean, that's. There you go.
That's awesome.
We spent how many millions of dollars just so that we could draw a dick on Mars?
But
That's America, baby.
that also still kind of shows you that even though they're rocket scientists, they're still humans.
They're still humans,
They're still little children inside.
right? I
Gives
think
me hope for the future somehow. I don't
right.
know why,
I
but-
think I forgot to show you this. This is the Bigfoot without the circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's much
As
clearer
as,
now.
as if you wouldn't see the fucking thing, whatever. All right, and there's more. See, Mars has got all kinds of weird shit. I know, like from like where you're sitting, it's kind of a weird thing to look at, but there's this weird creature rock-looking thing.
Yeah,
but
I'm having trouble seeing that one.
I know I'd have to bring the screen over.
That's
but
all right.
I won't bring the screen over.
As long as the viewers can see it.
Exactly. When you go rewatch this, it'll all make sense now. But yeah, it looks like some kind of just cropping or some shit. It's fucking freaky though. Looks almost like a crab monster or something like that. Let's see what else we got on Mars. It's kind of freaky looking. There's just this flume. There's a light on Mars.
Really? Oh, yeah. I see that.
And it looks like it's just jetting up.
I thought that was your cursor for a second.
No, it's just this little thing that just
It's like a geyser?
could be. Like, they don't know if there's like carbon dioxide underneath, and it just at certain times it. Which kind of falls into this photo. I thought this was kind of neat. This is, I think it's been explained. This map is kind of hard for you to see. You got these little black dots that look like spiders. But what they think is this is from about 200 miles up from one of the probes. And I guess it's just carbon that it sits underground. And at certain times of the season, I guess it gets hot enough. So it just spews these little things. Because during the wintertime, they kind of go away.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought, well, is it bacteria? Is it a life form? No, it's just random weird space shit.
Is that a mountain range? What is that?
Yeah, it's just they're sand dunes, but the way
sand dunes.
but it's weird how the sand kind of gets curved underneath the dune, and I think that might be a shadow as well. But yeah, they're like little holes that kind of pop up and kind of shoot up in space, which is something to kind of be mindful of when we have our space team kind of go out there and land. You don't want to land on a fucking carbon thing that you just set up shop and the hole gets punched through.
Yeah.
And I think this is another.
So there's sand on Mars?
Yes, there's.
Is there wind on Mars?
Yes,
Okay.
there's plenty of wind.
Were those stupid questions?
No, I mean, if you don't know, I mean, it's not stupid, but I
feel like
mean,
that's something I should know,
well, I
probably.
mean, okay, well, when you say that, you can see that there's air moving over, sand and wind make formations a certain way,
Yeah.
and that's why shit's not so. Yeah, that's what forms this. Just like you would see, like in our desert, there's sand dunes, whatnot. This is kind of a famous photo. Let's see if I can find it. I got so many pictures here. So many fucking pictures. There we go. That's a classic one.
yeah, the
Cydonia and a face on Mars.
Yeah, that one's always kind of unsettled me.
Okay, because it's just kind of creepy looking, or you think there's actual a thing of people out there?
It's just like it seems like almost too much of a coincidence that there's this face-looking mountain on Mars with eyes and a mouth.
Right.
I mean, it probably is just coincidence, but you never know.
Yeah. And a lot of people see there's the face, and then this is what they call Cydonia, which is a little what look like pyramids, a formation like they thought maybe it was built next to a city.
Oh,
Which looks cool. Looks fun.
I mean, it looks like something you'd see on Easter Island.
Right. Well,
like the ruins.
well, do you want to be disappointed? Are you ready? Are you ready for the disappointment?
Yeah, go ahead.
There you go. That's the face on Mars.
It still looks like a face.
Yeah, but it's not really
like a
meant to
Muppet.
be. It's just kind of there, and what it turned out to be is pretty much the shadows that kind of fall on it.
It kind of looks like the Sphinx.
Right. Well, no. It looks definitely like
Right.
It looks like a
No,
pound of
actually,
fucking
no.
dirt out there. It's
Alright.
just, but I can see how
Crush all my dreams.
with the light a certain way, how it can look like a face.
So what is it? Just a mountain?
Yeah, it's just a big mountain of dirt with just the right highlights on it that end up forming the face of Mars. That end up looking like that. See, it's just the lights at a different angle, so it forms a.
Yeah.
See.
Are you sure that's the same mountain?
Yes, I'm sure it's the same fucking mountain. I went and looked this shit up, man, at 3 a.m. So give me a little bit of credit.
It looks a little bit different.
Give
to
me a little bit of credit. Okay, now we get to the fun shit. We could keep going over and over, but let's do some. Let's see. This one I thought was kind of fun. This one we can solve. This is the strange stealth UFO on the moon. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get Google Maps kind of going. Because I got this bitch live.
Can you kind of circle what I'm supposed to be looking at there on the picture?
Here, I'll just bring it in for you, man. And I believe it's this one, if I'm not mistaken.
They have Google Earth of the moon?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's not really Google Earth.
There we go. So can you see that?
Kinda.
That's what people are looking at.
It's not very good resolution.
Well, exactly. That's kind of part of the conspiracy because what it is, they think it's the way it generates pixels. Because you'll see it, and then when you zoom out at a certain angle, they will pop off. So if you see it from the top, see they're gone, and then when you zoom in, that they start showing up again.
Am I supposed to be looking at the pin there? The yellow pin?
Here, let me see if I can get rid of that fucking pin for you.
I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Okay, you're supposed to be looking at this
Okay.
thing. You see how it's got the weird lights on it?
Yeah.
See, I mean, it's a bit odd for the moon, right?
Yeah.
And I think there's a way that I can zoom it out. They kind of they turn back off. And it has something to do with just the way, see, it's gone now. You don't see the dots anymore. See,
right.
It's gone. So it has something to do with the matrixing. Boy, that's a big word. It has something to do with the matrixing of the way Google puts that shit on your computer.
Okay.
It's pixels, but what happens is that they end up combining with another and it forms kind of like weird objects. Let's see, you got that one, and then hold on, let's do this one. Check this shit out, man.
Wow.
Look at that. Technology, man, I love technology.
Boom.
I think there's a guy here. Oh, this is the Colossus. And if you see it from this angle, let's see. It looks like a Colossus. See, it looks like a shadow of a man.
Yeah.
And some people speculate, well, maybe it's like a moon giant. They somehow missed after all these years.
A moon giant.
A moon giant, a Colossus.
And what is that? Just his shadow?
That's his shadow, yeah.
So where's he standing?
He's standing right there, just kind of like taking piss. It's just like at that angle. Like he's standing here,
Yeah.
and that's his shadow.
I see. So you need to rotate it like 90 degrees to
Let's
kind of
see if
see
we
the
can-
full effect.
Yeah. There's a way to fucking...
And the other way.
Well,
Or whatever. I
I
mean,
don't know. I'm trying
do what you want.
to Neil Armstrong this shit here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a little more clear now.
There you go. But yeah, that was kind of a freaky photo. That's the yeah.
That is
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Colossus on the moon. And then last but not least, because why not, right? God, this thing's fucking cool.
That's
I'm
awesome.
sorry. All right, big kids here. Strange Dome. This has popped up recently too, and they think that might be there's some websites that believe that might be like a dome or some kind of structure.
Only bad thing about this is it doesn't have.
It does have the thing where you can walk on it, I think, except there's actual Apollo pictures that you can do it in 3D and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you say dome, but it just looks like it's a flat item.
Right. And I can't really tell from this angle because we don't have that many pictures. God, just think like 20 years from now, we're going to have like awesome like pictures of that shit.
Colossus won't be able to hide forever.
No. You're trying to look at this shit through like Oculus Rift. But yeah, check that. And then look, another fucking dick right there. But yeah, that's that's Google Moon, man.
Dude, I could look at that for days.
And I have, and it's just
Go around the moon.
And it's even got like a butthole on it too. Look, check that out.
Ugh. Is that the side we don't see?
That's the underside. That's the South Pole, as the kids like to say.
The dark side of the moon?
Right, or the inner moon, because some people think this might be that the moon's hollow,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that it houses everything like that. Speaking of weird hollow shit, let me close that up. But yeah, that's the moon stuff. And then another thing I thought was kind of weird. Okay, do you know what Phobos is?
Phobos.
Phobos, does it
Sounds
sound familiar? Okay, it's one of the moons of Mars.
Okay.
Mars has got two little moons, but they're tiny, and they're basically pretty much just asteroids that kind of, I think Mars just kind of grabbed. I don't think they came from Mars. Kind of like how our moon, they think that it kind of came from us,
Yeah.
or it's maybe two celestial bodies kind of like combined into each other, and or it's that's our moon. They think that these Mars, they happen to rotate just right, and
Yeah.
Mars kind of pulled it in. But Phobos, it's kind of a weird shaped place, anyways. Now, there's a scientist that thinks that one is like a mothership.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let that one sink in. He's a Russian scientist, and he thinks it's what the fuck's his name? Dr. Schlakowski.
Schlakowski.
Schlakowski. And yeah, he's kind of doing math on it. And he goes, this thing has to be hollow. There's no way that with its orbit that it's a natural object. And they think it's like a giant ship. And he believes it's part of the reason why Phobos 2, which is a Russian space probe, it got shot down. And what we're looking at is the last actual image.
It looks like a disc.
Well, that's the deal.
It doesn't look like a moon.
Well, I believe this is Phobos, and what pops in there is this little black disc that you're seeing. I think they estimate it at being about 16 miles long.
Okay.
And this is the last 3 images of what the Phobos probe saw before it just lost contact with Earth. And so there's some rumor that this is this thing approaching the spacecraft and shooting it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's Phobos. Now, me as a kid, I would freak out when I saw this because I was like, oh, man, shit. Because even a name Phobos is kind of a weird kind of a name. But this was like my big mystery
Sounds
thing.
like a Greek god or something.
Right. It was just seeing this weird shape. And I was like, man, what if there's like a thing hiding there? And then if I want to fly to Mars, it's going to shoot me down just for, hey, you're a kid, it's not out the realm of.
Don't fly to Mars.
Well, I want to go to Mars. Why not?
Let
man?
all those other people go first. Make sure
Why
it's
not
safe.
go to Mars? Yeah. But, yeah, that's the Phobos. That's kind of a weird photo, weird space thing. One that they still don't know. Because they sent another probe out there. I think that one went dead, too. For some reason, we have bad luck sending shit out to Phobos.
And that's just a moon of Mars?
Right.
Apparently?
Yeah, but it looks more like an asteroid. Like when you think moon, think more like an asteroid than like an actual round moon. It's got a weird shape to it. Let me bring it up for you just to kind of help you out here. I'll bring it up on a big screen here. Phobos. I'm always nervous like typing in Phobos because then like all the porn shows up and shit, It's like you're always like, I don't know what's going to show up. I don't know what Google's going to give me. Let's do the side-by-side shot. There we go. And there's your Phobos.
Okay. It's got a weird shape to it.
Yeah, right? See? Yeah, so it looks more like an asteroid than an actual like round moon.
Yeah.
And they think that maybe this is like a hollowed out spaceship or like mothership. Yeah.
For the Russians?
Oh, well, that one particular doctor does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the Russians kind of do, I guess. And I think rumor has it they explained it off on why they lost your. They sent 2 space probes out there. One of them it was human error and I think he accidentally turned it the fuck off and couldn't reboot it. That one's gone. And then Phobos 2, it like I said, they lost it. It was that last image, and then they just lost it. And it's that kind of deal where they actually blamed it on maybe a UFO is why it got shot down.
Really?
I don't know if that's Russian pride or
that
what
just
that
seems
is.
like a crazy Russian idea.
And just blame everybody but ourselves, right?
Yeah,
like maybe we can't engineer a probe. Now, they could do all the Venus stuff just fine because they've got probes that hit Venus.
The probe was perfect. That's German. I'm sorry.
That's not even close to
Oh
Russian,
my
man.
God! What did I just
You're
do?
fucking yeah. What did you do, man?
They said no. Our probe was perfect.
Right.
It must have been shot down.
It must have been.
That's the only way it could have gone down.
Yes.
It's like the Titanic argument. Our ship is unsinkable.
And then it sinks. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's kind of start wrapping this shit up. Okay, here's ISS. Even they got kind of like UFO problems. And you can see this little box. It's kind of hard to see like over the crane. But yeah, you got the ISS. And then you got this object following it. And that kind of, a lot of these pictures are from people here on Earth just taking pictures with their.
That's not part of ISS?
Well, what it is, it's a probe. I believe it's called something 33, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, it's called Progress 33. And yeah, it was just a kind of like a test to undock and dock. But at its furthest point, people would see the ISS kind of flying by. And about a minute later, you got this other, this white dot kind of following it. And the guy zoomed in on it and took pictures of it. But they're like, yeah, we're just working on a project. It's not secret or anything. It's just docking, undocking so that we can get supplies and whatnot. And then that's not the only one that's kind of weird. This one's got people freaked out. This was going to be hard for you to see. Luckily, it got a nice big red dot.
Yeah.
But yeah, from time to time, ISS, they get these weird little objects that kind of show up on the horizon or whatnot. and this is one of them, to where they're kind of like looking at things, and
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of freaky too. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a piece of ice or
Is that like the photo of like the? I think we talked about it before, but like the black triangle.
oh, the Dark Star or the Dark Knight, right?
Dark Knight, I think.
Dark Knight. That's such a cool, yeah. The Dark Knight. In a world where they need the Dark Knight. But yeah, it's not the same photo, but yeah, it's just a random object
Okay.
out there. And now I don't know if it's a piece of ice
Probably
or debris.
Space junk.
They're starting to kind of figure out that there's a lot of garbage out there. Like I said, we pollute a lot, and I hope with the next generation of space systems, we're not as wasteful, I guess, or not as polluting.
People, just stop slingshotting your trash into space.
Stop. Actually, I think there's video of there's an atomic bomb that they're testing, one of the ground atomic bombs. The manhole cover that went that covered it actually went up into space. Now they don't know where it went,
Really?
but they're looking at the video, and frame by frame they're able to estimate its trajectory and how fast it's going.
It's in orbit now.
And they're pretty sure that with that velocity that it's pretty much orbiting the fucking Earth, or it's it's out there somewhere. So as you're doing warp speed, you're just going to hit head on to a random manhole.
So that probably
cover.
means there's other stuff too that's orbiting from.
Oh, there's got to be all kinds of
From
shit
Earth.
from explosions and shit like
Yeah.
that. I mean, we just pollute. I don't know why we got to pollute so much. But yeah, that's pretty much photos that are weird. I know there's a ton more out there, but these are the ones that kind of looked the best in my opinion, I guess. So that kind of gave us a reason to kind of try out these cameras and shit like that. So
Yeah.
and I already got to work on that light. Got too much shadow.
I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I said, the computer didn't crash, and so it's just kind of hard not to scratch your head. And
Get to see. Yeah, I got to be mindful not to pick my nose or something.
you get to see us do radio. And if y'all ever sat in a booth and watch,
Oh.
there you go. It's a
To
good
watch
one
me
on tape.
sneeze.
But like, if you guys ever do production work and watch the guys through that glass, and you just learn what bullshit it is.
Yeah.
When you see your radio heroes try to do radio, it's fucking kind of depressing, man. It's the curtain's all the way back, and there's no magic to it. It's just
Well, it's not their domain.
not their domain.
TV
Jesus.
cameras.
You watch them scratch your ass. You watch them as soon as we go to commercial, they start bitching or stare at each other,
Or they just don't talk at all.
or the chaos behind the scenes. Yeah, like I've gotten yelled at, and right before you go on air, everything's cool.
Yeah.
John, you're a fuck up. I can't believe that you work here. You're a piece of... Hi, everybody. How's it going? Things are going just fine here. Sunny today.
Talking about your health.
Nice, warm 60s. Talking about Healthline here. Let's talk about celery. Is it crunchy? And should it be crunchy? And why does it go so well with ants on a log? Well, we'll have those details with you. I mean, that's the problem about radio. And then it's, all right, cut. Look, motherfucker, let me go kick the goddamn fax machine again,
Yeah.
So, oh, real radio. But listen, yeah, I had a good time. I mean, I hope that guitar didn't start any controversy. Like I said, I haven't heard from Charlie. I don't know if he's upset that I won a guitar.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to win it. I kind of want to win the lotto.
You may have to give it away,
Of like all things, I know we might have to do
which
like
would
a.
upset your wife.
No, she's. I kind of want to give it away just so that I don't have to fucking hear. It's not even in tune, and I'm trying to teach her how to tune it, and she doesn't give a shit. She just wants to strum it.
Yeah. That won't be a controversy now, but if this show ever gets big,
Right?
someone's going to dig that up from the past and be like, hey, he won his own prize. That's not fair.
Are they going to call it fucking Gate, like Coors
Something
Gate,
Gate.
or Guitar Gate,
Yeah, seriously, media,
Charlie Gate?
find another name for your
Yeah.
big conspiracies.
Right? Because Gate's after a hotel, not a fucking.
I know. It's like Deflategate. That makes no sense. Yeah, it was named. Watergate was a hotel. That's why it was called the Watergate scandal.
I know.
You
I
can't
can't believe they're giving so much shit about the fucking footballs.
You can't just turn everything into Gate.
As if Seattle's like some kind of innocent. As if anyone in that league is fucking innocent.
Yeah.
You know,
I know, everybody does
the
that.
NFL that like pockets money from. I don't know if you troops know this, but you know that they every time that they have the soldiers like on the field doing their thing, the NFL gets a cut of that.
Yep.
They skim a little bit off. So we
I
support the
read that
troops, but we're going to charge you right up the ass for it. And the NFL hasn't paid taxes until like last year or like the year before?
I don't know.
They haven't paid taxes until like a couple years ago.
So they charge the military because they see it as a form of advertising for
Right.
them?
I guess so.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so shady.
And then don't get into like the whole pink campaign. You remember that
yeah,
shit?
like-
That's a fucking scam.
Like
where
1/4% actually goes to cancer research. Or
right
something.
because the NFL gets its cut, and then she gets her cut, and then eventually we'll get the cans.
Whatever's left.
And see, again, that's that capital. That's the problem. It's not that people have money. I want everyone to like succeed in life. I just want, how much do you really need to where you're hurting? How big does that house have to be?
Yeah.
And with that money, you can turn it into like something good. You could turn it into research. You could turn it into, donating that shit and actually doing good with it. So just you can't take the shit with you. Your shithole kids are gonna waste it all anyways on fucking blow and whores and
Xboxes and
Xbox, everything, ghost Xboxes, So, God, I gotta kind of look more into that. I'm kind of curious, like what that might be. I might have to study that video more.
Yeah.
That is freaky. And like I said, right now it's not scary, but I'm sure about 2 a.m. seeing that shit. Yeah, it's that.
It's kind of interesting because they in one of the Paranormal Activity movies, I don't remember which one, they used the Xbox Connect as a way to
That was the
to show
third
the
one, right?
ghost. Could be. I'm gonna say maybe.
Right.
I don't, because they all blend together at this point to me.
Right.
Because they're just dragging on that series. But
Well, they changed it now. Now they got the Dark Side of the Moon coming out.
the Dark Side of the Moon.
It's the same guys that made Paranormal Activity, but it's, I guess, maybe aliens are involved.
Okay.
Ooh. So,
Interesting.
fucking why not? Because that series needs to kind of go somewhere anyways. So.
Yeah.
I'm just
How
jealous because
many-
they made it for so little and they're so fucking rich.
Well, the original one, yeah.
And then here we are. But yeah, I had a good time. I'm glad we got to meet the fans. I'm glad that people listen to us.
Yeah.
We'll kind of keep working on these. Let us know if you like these videos or not, so that we kind of give you a visual, like a visual with the audio.
Yeah. I think it went well.
Yeah, and you can reach at tastyholes@gmail.com.
Yeah. Or just go to tastypodcast.com and click on the contact tab
Right.
and tell us about your horses.
Yeah. Tell us about your wild horses.
All your questions about horses, we will answer to the best of our knowledge.
Right. You should shoe them. You got to brush them.
Feed them carrots.
Feed them and oats. They love oats.
They
And,
really like it when you sneak up behind them and slap them on the ass.
Oh, is that what happened to you?
They really. No, don't do that. Really. 'Cause
Are you speaking from experience?
You'll
though?
get
Is
kicked in the
that-
face.
Right.
Don't sneak up on a horse.
Don't ever sneak up on a fucking horse. They will fucking drag you. I think I've got an in-law that got drugged by a horse, and what pissed him off was that he was drugged as a kid, but no one helped him. They were kind of laughing at him as the horse is running around and he's being drugged by it, and it kind of fucked him up a little bit. Like he hates horses.
Yeah,
That would kind of.
I imagine
yeah.
that'd be kind of traumatizing.
Right. But I mean, that's just how it was back then. You kind of had to like just kind of do your thing, whatever.
Or donkey for that matter,
or donkey,
because they will kick the shit out of you.
or fucking chase you down, man. Like they do a lot of that shit too.
Yeah.
They're fucking mean. But are you about ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I gotta pee again. So.
You got to pee. That's right. You drink that coffee. All right. Well, listen. This has been Tasty Holes of Unknown number 15. Thank you, Charlie, for having us, and hopefully we get a video link up here soon. We're still working on that.
Yeah.
But we're trying to grow with you guys, and thanks for growing with us. We'll be going through some growing pains, but from that, I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and listening. All right, you guys have a good one.